All right, everyone. I would like to call upon Dr. Pragati Rai for our last session, where she will talk about how to be your own doctor. And as much as I know her, I have seen her championing into whatever she has been through. So this is our another version. This is our another journey she has got into. And what a coincidence that almost when I was transitioning, she also transitioned from the tech background to this holistic healer doctor background. And it's a pleasure to share stage and work and this whole domain with you, Pragati. So welcome to the slow gathering, the first edition of it, and thank you so much for agreeing and doing this with us, and I look forward to your session. Thank you.
Okay. So everyone, welcome aboard to my session. I'm going to have a presentation as well, just to keep you all engaged. And let me share my screen.
Should I
Send
get
request.
okay?
I'm
Sorry.
requesting.
Get
Yeah.
and then आपको वो भी बना देता हूँ.
बना दो.
या कहाँ पे प्रगति co-host. Yeah, done.
Great.
Yeah.
So this is the last session of the day, and this is how to be your own doctor. And I'm so happy this is the last session because it is kind of a summation or a summary sheet or a cheat sheet of everything you've experienced today, starting from Monica's stretches and yoga session to the sound healing and Dr. Tyson's and Paras and our, mindful lunch with Koki. So it's kind of a summation of all of that. So here we are. But before we begin with this session, here is a word of caution. When I say be your own doctor, it absolutely does not mean popping in pills left, right, center. And it absolutely does not mean that you're going to start taking unsupervised herb concoctions that keep flowing on the internet and YouTube and Insta. Everybody has a recipe of their own, because at the end of the day, these are all medicines and shouldn't be taken without in an unsupervised manner. What being a doctor in this sense means is how to prevent diseases from happening and how to take care of yourself and be aware of yourself. So, this is what the doctor implies here. Okay. Um, by the way, did you all know that Dhanteras is also celebrated as the Ayurveda Day? Because it is the birthday of Dhanvantri, Lord Dhanvantri, who started Ayurveda 3,000 years ago. So maybe that is how Dhanteras came out. I don't know, but just a thing. So in the next 30 minutes, we are trying to understand our mind, body, and emotions better and how they interconnect with each other. Um, Fix common discomforts, headache, migraine, lower back pain, neck pain, any discomforts, and stop them from growing big or becoming chronic. And if you have to meet a doctor, because sometimes we have to, we are a better partner with the doctor because we know what has happened with us or what is happening with us. So the doctor can also help us better. So, Hippocrates, some 400 years before BC, the Greek philosopher Hippocrates said, if you're not your own doctor, you are a fool.
Mm-hmm.
And that is so true because no one understands our bodies better than us. Nobody understands what we are going through emotionally, at home, at workplace better than us. Nobody understands how much we should eat, what we like to eat better than us. So if we can't help ourselves, who else will? So this is an ancient wisdom. The holistic wisdom is this ancient wisdom that is flowing through ages and telling us how to live and how to live holistically. So I want to start off with my own example here. So you'll see a very happening slide because um, it is a slide about me 15 years ago when I was working as a software developer in a company. And so I shifted jobs. And what happened was, 4 months into my new job, I got a really bad episode of a neck spasm. And what that really meant was that I wasn't able to move my neck left or right, up or down. And the pain was so bad, it radiated through my arm. And it was really hard to even lift up a mug. So that was my situation. So 15 years ago, when I had no idea about what holistic healing is, what did I do? First, um, I waited it out. For 2, 3 weeks, I actually did nothing, and I thought it would go away all by itself, which it didn't. So, what did I do next? I ran to a doctor. And what did the doctor do? He gave me a set of muscle relaxants and also a pill to help me sleep properly at night. So whenever I would take the muscle relaxant, my pain would go away. But whenever I was when I wasn't taking it, the pain would come back. And the other thing that happened was that, the uh, pills that he prescribed for night, which helped me sleep and rest, actually, I was getting addicted to them. So after 15 days of taking the muscle relaxants when nothing was happening, I went to a chiropractor because somebody suggested it. The chiropractor was really nice and she would make me feel better. But after 12 hours or so, the pain would come back again. So I spent my entire package. I'd taken a 3 month package with the chiropractor. After it expired, now what? I'm the same, right? So somebody said you should also try the physiotherapist. So I went there also, signed up a 3 or 4 month package with the physiotherapist also. Again, the same thing. The physiotherapist would help me, tell me exercises. I wouldn't do much, and the pain would come back. So, doing all of this, about a year passed, and I was in my new job, and my manager realized that maybe she is not a right fit in the team. So, I was kind of politely pushed out of the team and ended up in the evangelism team where there was less coding but more travel. So, basically, I didn't end up solving my problem. What I did was I ran away from my problem, and that problem manifested in other things later on. But that was what I did. And a lot of us do the same thing also, right? Something's bothering us, we ignore it as long as it doesn't become chronic and we can't go forward. So if I look at this today as a healer, as a as a doctor, what do I see? I saw that I was outsourcing my health. I was running to the doctor, I was running to the chiropractor, I was running to all these people, but I wasn't looking inward. I wasn't feeling, I wasn't understanding, I wasn't doing anything. I was expecting others to heal me. And everybody was treating my physical body. They were only looking at the neck spasm. Nobody is asking me, including me, why do I have a neck spasm? And until we reach to the core of the problem, how can I expect it to be healed? Because I would go to a chiropractor, she would treat my physical body, but since my emotions, my thought process, my posture, nothing changed for me. So, this is the situation that I have. And today, when I see a lot of people, such people in coming to my clinic, and I can instantly connect with them, why are they having this lower back pain, or why are they having this neck spasm and other such discomforts? So I kind of, in this slide, I kind of pointed out, what are some main causes. And if you are going through a neck spasm or something similar, you can relate to it. So, the first and the foremost thing is our posture. So most of us, if all of those who are here, just pause however you are and see how you are sitting. A lot of you might be sitting hunched up like this. I see a lot of patients in my clinic who are misaligned, which means, one shoulder is a little above and one shoulder is a little down. So that's how they're sitting. A lot of people are sitting like this with their neck forward and the body back. And in my case, I was sitting like this with my shoulders raised up and doing my computer. So if you're there, try lifting up your shoulders and try to type something. Yeah, try that. And you will see how much stress it puts on your neck. And I was doing that continuously for multiple hours in front of the laptop. So no wonder I got a neck spasm. And why was it that I was, doing like this, raising up my shoulders? It was because of stress. You know, everybody has some parts in the body, call them the weak parts or call them the parts that store stress the maximum. In my case, it was the shoulders. For some people, it is a back pain. Whenever they are stressed out, they get a back pain. For some people, it is migraine. As soon as there's some stress, they get a headache. So everybody stores stress in different parts of the body. For mine, it was the shoulders. And there's a reason. You know, I don't know how many of you have seen this plant. It's called, as a child, I used to call it touch me not, right? Or, you touch the leaves of the plant and all the leaves curl together, right? Also, if you have seen a turtle, whenever it sees some danger around it, it kind of curls inside its shell. And there are also some bugs and insects that do exactly that. They see some danger and they curl up inside their shell. That's exactly what we do. When we sense stress, when we sense, some danger, let's say from the boss, Laura, or a difficult meeting, or at home, some difficult conditions, we curl up. So this is how we curl up or do something different than our body is supposed to do, and that's how we store stress in our body. So that's what I was doing. And the other thing that I see in the clinic with people who come for this is like, I ask them, what are you eating? They don't know. Exactly like Koki's session, right? What are we eating? We don't know. And when I was 15 years ago, I didn't know what I was eating. Probably I was eating with my laptop on, working on one side and eating, or I was watching TV, or there was so much going on in my head. Who remembers what I was eating and how I was eating? Was I drinking enough water? Absolutely not. I was just drinking enough to survive. And water, our bodies are made 50 to 70% water. And water has an immediate effect on anything. My son goes to gym quite often. And whenever he comes, sometimes he comes and tells me, Mama, I have pain in my knee. And I ask him, are you drinking enough water? And he says, maybe not. He drinks enough water, which is for a healthy, active individual, 4 liters a day. If he even increases by 2 or 3 bottles, his knee pain goes away immediately. Immediately, when I say the next day. So, water is that important. It is the lubrication for our body and joints, right? The next is breathing. Again, like we touched on in the last session, we are all shallow breathing. And the more stressed we are, the shallower our breathing is. So if I ask my patients, are you breathing? And they pause because we are all breathing. That's why we are alive. But are we breathing from the stomach? If not, how will the chi, in Chinese tradition they call it chi, or in Indian tradition we call it prana, how is it going to flow in our body? Air is what takes it around, right? And the last is rest. Rest means sleep, of course, but it also means taking breaks, like the swakash thing. Are we resting our minds? So these are some of the things that I wasn't doing. I wasn't doing any of these, by the way. But these are some of the ways we can heal ourselves. We can be our own doctor and we can heal ourselves, you know. And the way to heal ourselves with that is by being self aware. If I do not know my posture, how will I correct it? If I don't know what am I eating, how will I nourish my body? If I'm not breathing, how will prana reach to each and every part of my body? So these are some ways we can, you know, be our own doctor and treat ourselves. And you know what? Honestly, I'll say it is easier said than done. It is easier said, fix your posture, but posture doesn't fix in a day. It takes constant reminders and practice. So we have to be, kind to ourselves as we are improving our posture and other things. So, another example, and I'm happy to take up any other examples that you have and kind of work through it. So, I took another example about nutritional deficiency because a lot of people come to my clinic with vitamin D, vitamin B12, or kind of other deficiency. But so we can work through that example. Or if you have any other examples that you would prefer or you are struggling with, we can just work around that example as well. So, let's so you can put it in the chat if you have any other example. Okay.
Example
Well,
of deficiency.
example of any problem. So a lot, if you have a lower back pain, we can work through that. If you have migraine problem, we can work through that. Let's be show you about the micronutritional deficiency. So if you have this deficiency, it's a very funny story. One person, he's a chartered accountant, he came to me and he said he's eating all possible superfoods, the quinoa, and for instead of sugar, he takes agave, I don't know, agave honey or whatever, and all sorts of salads and stuff. And he has all deficiencies: vitamin B12 deficiency, vitamin D deficiency, and he's from Jodhpur. So he in Jodhpur, there is a lot of, curry and milk products and dahi. Um, there is no way he should be having these kind of deficiency. So I asked him, does anyone in your family have this deficiency? He said no. Then I said, your only treatment is to go back to eating the food you used to eat as a child. आप बचपन का खाना खाइए, you'll be all fine. So that was the prescription for him. And he was like, no, but I eat quinoa. I eat, give me some other superfoods. I've forgotten the names of some superfoods. Put it, what are some superfoods, people?
Moringa, moringa,
अरे मोरिंगा तो हमारे यहाँ होता है ड्रम स्टिक्स का. So
seaweed, seaweed जी नहीं होता अपने यहाँ.
हाँ, seaweed नहीं होता. All of these. So none of them honestly is required. All that is because our body doesn't need to process, doesn't even know how to process these foods. What it knows to process is the food we have been used to eating. So my question to him was, what are you eating? So he gave me a list of the superfoods. And by the way, his wife is also comes to the clinic for different reasons, and she is tired of cooking new dishes with that. And then my second question to him was, how are you eating? And he told me he packs the lunch, takes it to office, and then he's eating with us during his meetings because usually they have working lunches. So, like mindful eating, 30 to 50% of digestion happens within our mouth. The more we chew, the better the digestion is. So you may be eating very healthy food, but if you're not chewing, all your stomach and the small intestine and large intestine are just trying to break it down into smaller pieces so they can get rid of it. Where is the chance to absorb nutrition from the food when you're eating it so fast? The third thing I ask is, when are you eating? Are you eating at proper times? If you know, and maybe that's a topic for some other time, Paras, our just our body follows an organ clock, right? Therefore, you know, there are times when you should eat. Late night eating, 11 o'clock eating, midnight snacking. Even though we may be eating healthy food, it's not the right time to eat, right? So when are you eating? Let's take Ayurveda for example. Ayurveda say our stomach is like the fire, is the yagya that we are doing. So we have to follow when the sun is at the highest power. So like during the midday, that's when you are supposed to eat, because that's when your digestion power is also the highest. And you should decrease your eating at the night. So whichever pattern you follow, that is when you are eating. And are you breathing? That is another question I ask people with who come with nutrition deficiency, because you may be eating, but if you're not breathing, whatever you're eating is not being taken to different cells of your body. And are you exercising? Because until you move your body, you know, it doesn't move, the food doesn't move. So this is the prescription I give to patients who come with nutritional deficiency. It's a similar kind of prescription I give to people who come with IBS, you know, irritable bowel syndrome or loose motions or any kind of digestive disorder. So this is how you can, kind of create your own uh, prescription and take care of yourself. But what it really needs, like I said, is um,
Uh,
this that self healing begins with self awareness and personal responsibility. Yes, Paras.
See, just saw Nandi has put in the chat that when you ask something like,
Yeah.
so she's written PCOD, thyroid, low BP, high BP, diabetes. He has also made the same emoji after that.
Okay. Okay. See, let's take thyroid because and we can take all of them if you want. So, can I switch off the presentation?
Yes.
Yes. So this I wanted to end with this note by Imam Ali.
Mm-hmm.
He is considered by many to be the rightful uh, person after Prophet Muhammad, and he said that your remedy is within you, but you do not sense it. Why? Because we are not self aware. Your sickness is from you, but you do not perceive it. If you are eating at 12 o'clock at night, the sickness is from you, but we do not know it. We do not acknowledge it. And you presume you are a small entity, but within you is enfolded the entire universe. So, like Vishnu's avatar, what he showed in Gita, Vishwa Rupam. So that's the whole universe is within us. So we are our own doctors. We are all who make ourselves sick. So okay, I will remove this, stop sharing, and so we can talk about Nandi's issue. Oh my God, PCOD, thyroid, low BP, high BP, diabetes, chia flexid. Yeah, that's another big
I
one.
mean, somewhere there around in the family, like my mom has diabetes and high BP, brother got low BP, so things like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, you know what? Diabetes is the easiest thing. As a doctor of alternate medicine, we do not even consider diabetes as a disease. We call it a digestive disorder. And people can get out of diabetes in like 3 months. It's so easy to heal. But uh, and the best way to start is, of course, for any kind of digestive disorder, like I gave you that thing, that is the prescription. But here is the most important thing: diabetes happen when your body is overly acidic and eating late at night, not chewing enough, not having enough water. And these days we consume a lot more acidic food than alkaline food, and that's what causes diabetes. So we do not consider it as a disease, right? And low BP, high BP, it is considering very, it's let's say low BP and high BP. This originates from stress, right? What happens is when our body, when we are stressed out, like I said, different parts of our body store stress at different points, right? And when, let's say, mind store here, so am becoming like this, the blood in our body rushes to this part at great speed to fix it, because the nature of our body is to self heal. It is always in the process of healing, right? So when such a thing happens, the blood rushes at great speed to this point to fix it. In most cases, when we are angry at somebody, when we are stressed out, it runs to our adrenal glands, say, oh, there's a situation of emergency, and our entire body should get prepared to fight it. That's what happens. That's what our adrenal glands do. And so the blood pressure rises. For some people, it is the other thing. They get too scared. And when they get too scared, too cold, in other words, the BP falls down. So this is how we kind of perceive. And a great thing to do if you want to help yourself heal is to also learn about our body. We have all read about our bodies in biology class way back in school, in like third grade, fourth grade. My daughter in second grade, she's also learning about heart and all of these things. But we forget. If I ask you today, where is your spleen? A lot of people will just say, what is spleen? Forget where it is. Right? So knowing about our body and knowing what all different organs are there in the body is also important. We say I have pain in the left side below the rib cage of my body. That's what they say right here. Can we not even tell what organ is here on the left side or the right side? So knowing about our body and understanding where the pain is, we will be able to solve a lot of problems ourselves. So yeah. Oh, and thyroid. With thyroid, I used to take, I was on thyroid medication for 17 years before I left it after following this holistic healing practices. And it was quite simple, really. But it took me 1 full year to prepare my body to accept that I can live without the medicine. And the only therapy for it was to calm my mind. Well, it's again easier said than done. Calming the mind is the most difficult thing. But I got off my thyroid medication. So, I mean, yeah. So, this is what it is. You can be your own doctor and heal yourself. Any other questions? Anything you want to talk about, share?
One thing is, Pragati, we talked about like deficiency. So one thing which is we have in abundance sunlight, but still we see the
Yeah,
deficiency of vitamin
we
D
see
so much.
deficiency.
Any
And
thoughts?
yeah, see, the best time to take vitamin D is early morning and late evening. अभी आपने सुना होगा ना, सब बोलते हैं जब सूरज उगता है, that is the best sunlight to take, right? When the sun is setting, that is the best sunlight to take. And even if there are deficiencies, right? Sometimes there are other things that inhibit the absorption of vitamin D, right? There are natural ways to fix it. Why do we have to only take a supplement? For vitamin D, also make sure you take alkaline water because if the body is acidic, there's no way it is going to absorb all the vitamins and minerals that we do.
What is like alkaline water if it comes in packaged one?
No, you make it at home.
Yeah, how what?
So it's in a jug of water, a couple slices of cucumber, 1 slice of lemon, and mint.
And keep it
Every morning, prepare this jug and drink water out of it all day. Your body will turn alkaline.
done that
Drink
as
more water.
trend for few months. Then I forgot, I guess, but okay. So that is alkaline water, huh?
That is, yeah, because we are eating a lot more acidic foods than we used to eat.
Activated charcoal. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, there are many different ways to prepare this alkaline water. Pick your choice.
But this one you said cucumber, lemon, and
mint.
mint.
And all are good things to eat, right?
Yeah, and I think they're
Easily available.
part of my routine. All three.
Yeah.
Almost every
Yeah.
morning drink has that. It has dry pudina and lemon, and then curd though is cucumber is like salad, which I'm regularly.
Just prepare this water, put it in a jug in the morning, and then drink from this. When the water is done, refill the water. That will.
Uh, this I can do. Okay, that is how you make your body absorb more nutrients is by
Yeah,
and
because if
water.
it is acidic, it will not absorb nutrients.
How does non-acidic body feels like? I wonder. I think I have always have. I still feel that I still have acidic body only. Like yeah, wow,
You have to try. Try it for a few days. You'll feel the difference.
very light. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I can I can take like two, three things from this one is for myself because these like basic reminders came from Koki also, came from you also. Uh, like proper breathing, you already know. I came to you. You already picked
Hmm.
and then told me. I still remember the pain you ran. I was having bad pain, and you just right away said, "No, here. This was right."
This was the lung channel.
Yeah. So you
Yeah,
pressed it, and you told me that this is the thing.
lung channel.
Yeah, which says that I don't breathe, and I actually not breathe fully. I am aware of it, and so that's why I'm at least. Uh, it's been like now 2.5 weeks. I'm still doing those 15-20 minutes breathing in the morning, all 3-4 kriyas. I'm doing at least that. From doing regularly conscious होने के अलावा at least ये तो कर रहा हूँ. But ठीक है, this is one reminder.
Yeah. And also, we have to be compassionate. We have to understand we can't start, we can't, it's just but natural to go back to old habits.
Yeah,
Even I can't breathe for too long. So we can
yeah,
also find alternatives, right? Like I do singing. In singing, the lungs also open up. To pick your choice, there are multiple choices.
exercise again, same.
Exercise
Right?
again.
That helps
And
me.
exercise again, right? See, it's not required to go to the gym, do weights, and
Yeah,
that exercise is not there. What Monica did in the morning, moving the joints itself, very, very important. Taking short breaks is important.
yeah.
Nobody has to run 5 kilometers to be healthy. Just basic movements, just getting the all the joints moving is really important.
Mobility. So I took like I still have it. Posture, fast eating, and fast breathing. I'm still working on it. Still, all three are still. Uh, yeah. Late night eating has sorted. Like I'm.
Yeah.
It's
See,
been
late night eating makes your body acidic,
yeah. वो बहुत time उस
very acidic.
that practice if I say कि मैं कर रहा हूँ तो उसको काफी टाइम हो गया probably more than an year और भी ज्यादा भी बोल सकता हूँ होगा साल में शायद अभी भी होंगे 20 days जब मैंने रात को खाया है because if I'm out or something like that but on a conscious level regular level खाना 9 10 से पहले ही निपटा रहा हूँ और वो भी लाइट कर दिया है food is also light like not eating heavy very less soup and always like vegetable
You
soup
have to eat what you like. But
हाँ
if
मतलब
you're
मैं
eating
खाता
slow,
हूँ
you won't overeat anyways because you'll be full if
हम्म,
you're chewing and eating.
हम्म,
So Nandi asks weight loss. Um, the first thing you have to do for weight loss is to start chewing, Nandi.
yeah.
If you were eating two chapatis, you'll be done with one chapati only, and you'll feel so full. That's the first recipe for weight loss. And drink more water.
अभी जस्ट रियलाइज हुआ आज के ही फूड में मतलब अभी मैंने ये बात बोली मैं आई
Hmm.
टुक लाइक रेगुलर शेयर ऑफ राइस जो कि इन डे तो आई ईट मोर इन लंच एंड आई हैव टू कीप इट बैक बिकॉज आई वाज लाइक
Hmm.
ओके वाज सिटिंग नेक्स्ट टू मी एंड nudging eat slow right left so I think I did that and right away yeah so true so true
So true. And then Nandi also says feeling weak or tired. Yeah, start chewing, Nandi. Start make your body drink more water. Make your body more alkaline. You'll immediately feel better. And are you feeling tired because you are mentally working too hard, or is it physical tiredness? You have to differentiate between the two. And most of the times we are just tired from here, and it kind of manifests in our body as well.
है ना yeah
Hmm.
ठीक है
Okay,
just
wonderful.
alrighty then we have come to the end wow like some first of anything is very different, no?
So Bharat,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to share something with you.
Yeah.
No, this is for you.
Okay.
Because first time you called me for this.
Okay, I will then finish. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting something from Koki. She's like, first
Oh,
you have
Cookie.
you have called me for this session, so she has, wow, what a gesture. She sketches a lot, so wow. Okay,
Oh,
I know.
you got starfishes.
I know.
Tell
Uh,
the story.
she always have been telling me starfishes. Can आदि एक वो ले सकता है क्या screenshot? आदि
Done.
done. Already कैमरा ज्यादा हीरो है. So
Just
starfish, जितना मुझे याद है, so she has always said that grow like a starfish. Like अगर उसका, if one part of the starfish cut down, it becomes another starfish from there.
It regenerates.
It regenerates. So basically, she always used to say, make, if you want to make more people like you, make more paras, then grow like starfish. Like, you know, wherever you go, you leave a part of it and then they become full, they regenerate. You empower them that much that they regenerate. So wow, thanks Koki, I love you.
Koki has the shakti of coming up with something just beautiful.
Anna?
Very beautiful, Koki.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Thank you. In the real
Wholesome.
life also, it is today I was thinking that every time our cells they regenerate, our hair regenerate, and we have the capacity to regenerate, and we have to be and like the starfish because it regenerates and it becomes a new life form.
Wow. Nice. All right, guys. I think it's time to call this off on a lot of wisdom. Nandy's house. My sister is saying lovely art. And
Thank you very much.
so yeah, ending it on a high wisdom, high note. Like this is what, when you were talking 2 days back, I've told everyone also, there are not many people who have registered. So whoever, however it will be like fully into it, because I remember that one picture is there that this musician is playing something just for a dog. So no matter the audience is big or small, you always have to be what you came for. So yeah, like with good intention, absolutely. Plan is to impact, and I think we'll do that only. And taking this liberty to say goodbye to everyone, and saying thank you to all facilitators and each one of you also who have stick by for so long and who have joined. Rosh, Aditya, or Mon, you have been like, they're part of team and they have been there, so thank you.
Thank you, Paris.
And Paras, Nandi retreats are happening already. Just one of them is launching today in the evening for Delhi side. And thanks, Dee. And yeah, so Delhi one is launching. It's on Children's Day, 14, 15, 16 November in Delhi, nearby to Delhi. And very unique it's going to be, because the kind of facilitators are coming. And this is what I've realized by organizing these gatherings more and more, that why every time the gathering feels so different. And the answer is not the location, it's actually the people who come to share knowledge, people to come to take that. So you know, it's that is the quality of those people that everything changes. So the Delhi one is happening in from 14 to 16. Then November 28th to 30th, it will be in Bangalore. There's a farm nearby Bangalore, very famous, and they grow everything, even their rice inside the farm, and the whole food is from farm to table, like, you know, pretty sick. Yeah, Pragati, we are going there. And then
I'm coming.
yes, done deal. You will love it. You will, and then keep on going. You will keep on going. You will love that whole concept only. And then Dandeli one is happening. Dandeli is in Karnataka, is famous for rafting, whitewater rafting. So Dandeli one is happening. It's a 5-day reset. That's the last location. We call them 5 days locations. It's happening in from 10 to 15 in December. And like about the experience, I can say that because I've done 5 now, I can bet for the impact. I can bet on the transformation, no matter who comes. Okay, only if it's on you that you acknowledge it or not, but I am sure you will go transform, like, because 55 people gone through this, and I know like how it has been and how they have been and whatever their responses. So done deal. Like, I think one of them just shared a heart, who have just started. Roshni started coming from the third retreat, and she has been with us seeing a lot of changes. So yeah, so that's about it. And even this location also, Pragati, this place is called, it's a community for digital nomads. Okay, but this boy who is running it, who has started this, is the son of so his great grandfather had this. He was the one who brought ferroalloy industry. That's first ferroalloy industry in India, and he got
I'm
it in
coming.
yeah 1980s. And they have 150 acre of land. So private land is this on which we are doing this. It has two river banks. It has deers inside, flying
Stop
squirrels.
telling me any more about this.
I'm
Paras,
just
I'll
telling
be on
you.
a plane all the time. No,
Yeah,
don't tell me.
crazy it is. You guys check it out. It's called Jungly the Nomad Community on Instagram. You will love the place. Like, these are, and the farm I'm talking about is called the Lilac Farm. Lilac like color. So the Lilac Farm is one place, and then another one is Jungly the Nomad Community. Check it out, these two places. Even the Delhi one also, Rural Sense Farm. All three are like unique, very unique locations. So you will understand the quality and what will happen. So all right, on that note, I think it has already past 2:30. Thank you so much, everyone, and see you in next month. We'll keep on doing. Paras and Nandi, if you are not part of that Swakash movement group, please be part of that group. And let's take picture, one last picture. Okay, Ektadik, can we have like camera on just for one picture? Nandi, Ektadik, thank you, Paras. Good to see you. Rosh. Okay, just guys. All right, none of them is coming. Come, do it. 3, 2, 1. 1. That deal. Oh, 1 second, 1 second. 1 second. 3, 2, 1. Rosh, super. My sister's gone. Done. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Paras. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye
Thank
bye.
you, Pragati. Bye.